Hello everyone, I mean hello rats. Today I got 2 cosplays. I'm so freaking excited. This one is Sua. I'm bringing it to the convention that I have this weekend. This is probably going to be posted after the convention, but I'm also going to be wearing this to a different convention, which is in July. This is DOKI R Sua cosplay, and we are going to see if it's pretty high quality or not. I did get a large, so let's move into it. So we're going to open this. The fabric looks really nice. So the first thing is the delusion, what should come with it, or the fumi. Next off, we have the dress. Ooh. The bow is very nicely done. It has some padding. It is sewn on pretty nicely, if you can see that. Then we have these straps for the bra straps. This is pretty stretchy fabric. It might look like it's kind of big on me, but we'll see when we try it on. There's a zipper in the back, a white zipper in the back, and it's pretty much hidden, which is nice. It goes, let's see how far this goes. It goes all the way down to there, which is really nice. And the fabric is stretchy, so if you're like plus size, it can mold to your body correctly, because this kind of looks like a little bit teensy bit too wide for me, but I'll see when I try it on. And it's like a good thick-ish fabric, and the fabric is all shiny. It's like velvet. I do know someone else that I follow on TikTok has the same exact cosplay, and she's like, I got different gloves because the gloves sucked. So we'll see about how my gloves come. They are pretty long. The inside fabric is not bothering at all. It's somewhat see-through if you see on the arms, but it's the same exact velvet fabric, like the other one. This hand right here, it is not like big enough for my hand exactly, which is the first time I ever kind of had that happen. But they are kind of pretty lightweight, like breathable, and they don't aren't really small where it's like gonna hurt your hand. But I also fit different because I have a band-aid on my finger. So here are the little armbands next, the little puff thingies. Oh, that's new. Okay. So you have an elastic in here, just randomly laying around. Usually that'll be sewn to the other side. And then the inside fabric in here is low-key just like the same exact fabric all around. And this is scrunchy, but it does seem kind of a little bit tight. Like, it doesn't look bad. Obviously, this needs to be ironed. It's kind of tight. The elastic is kind of tight, like blood circulation kind of tight. But I can maybe fix that eventually. But it's the same exact kind of velvety fabric. It doesn't feel horrible. It's not like it's like bothering or anything. It's not itchy. It's just shiny and like a velvety texture. I'm gonna move on to the earrings. Oh, that's nice. I don't think these are actual clip-on earrings. I think these are actual earrings that you put in your ears, which is nice because I literally hate the clip-on earrings. Oh no, they're like magnets. So they're magneted to your ear. Let's see if I can do this. That doesn't look horrible. But, I mean, it's not like it'll fall off. Like the magnet, low-key kind of stays on really nicely. And if your wig kind of makes it fall off, I think that might just be a wig thing. It low-key kind of feels really nice. And the magnet is like really strong where it's like not going to like fall off. But this does seem glued on, like the magnet glued to the pearl. I'm not mad about it, because if it does fall off, I can just super glue it or hot glue it back on. Here are the bra straps. They're just clear, simple bra straps. Full adjustable. They're normal like all my other bra straps I got. Now the headbands. Now this doesn't seem like the same exact fabric as the other one. This seems like it's just like a same simple white fabric, and this looks like cardboard on the inside, but it might be something else. It does seem like it's glued into it and stuff, but it is big enough where it's not like it's gonna hurt your head or something, and it doesn't seem like it bothers much. Move on to the try on and we'll see how I like it. Okay, here's it on. Actually, it fits pretty nicely. It's just a little bit big in the waist. I can always cinch that with like a safety pin in the back if I wanted to, but I think I kind of like it like this, where it's a little bit more boxy. I would recommend trying to steam this and fluff it out so it doesn't look so wrinkly. Now the dress, it doesn't really get wrinkled, but it's not too short. With these gloves, you can kind of work with your phone with it on, and it's not tight at all. It's pretty lightweight. All this is pretty lightweight, except the dress. Kind of, since like two different fabrics, it's kind of a little bit thicker on the thicker side. The headband fits my head good, so I think it would work good with cosplay wigs. The bow looks pretty nice. You just need to probably like steam it. And it doesn't look like it's out of place or it's like too big or too small where it just looks weird. It looks like it's a pretty good like size and stuff. Now for the sleeves, they are pretty tight. Do recommend steaming them, and they are like a little bit weird and stuff. Like I don't get exactly how to put them on, but overall I do like this cosplay a lot, and I think it's perfect for conventions, especially summer conventions, and if you want something lightweight and able to like not get hot or overstimulated. And this is all very much really easy to put on. This is just a one button thing, and I did not have to unzipper this because it was already pretty big. I did not expect it to be this too big, but if you always want to cinch it in like this, you always can. I just don't think I'm gonna do that very much, but I do definitely recommend this cosplay. Anyways, this is Nefer from Genshin Impact, the R, and from Doki Doki. I also bought the wig from Doki Doki because I do like their wigs. People say their wigs are really bad, but I think they're lying. Whoever says that, they're lying, because their wigs are very good. I do enjoy their wigs a lot, and I actually kind of prefer them because they are so cheap wigs. This did take a couple of months to arrive because I was planning on getting the SR headset with this, but I don't think I really need it. It did come a little arrived, kind of late, but it's okay. It's just a wig. It's not like it's really important piece. Here's the wig cap. It's a skin color wig cap, which is really nice. I need more of these. And then here's the wig. This, okay, I think it's really accurate to the colors. It's a dark green, and then it has the light green in it, if you can tell. I don't know if there's any yellow in here. Yeah, there is a little bit of yellow strands, if you can see that. It's nice quality, and I will check this out later at the end of the video. So, anywho, you're not seeing my address. Nuh-uh. Oh, this already came opened. It's okay. So it came with accessories. I hope they're not broken. It is nicely boxed. I never had this happen before. I've seen other people on TikTok have this happen, like where it came like this. I never had this happen to me at least yet. But ooh, so it's all her accessories that come nicely wrapped. So we have this first one, which I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's her earpieces. By the way, this is the R, so it's all 3D printed, not like the SR where it's all metal and very few 3D printed items. I did this because I really wanted Nefer really badly because I spent $30 on her in the game, and I do also like her very muchly. I do like Egypt and the Egyptian style that they did to her, and how her nickname, like her name's like based off of Nefertiti, which is a queen of Egypt, if you did not know. Put a picture here, editor. I'm assuming these are like ear cuffs. Yes. Okay, I did get that correctly. This is 3D printed. I'm assuming this gem is glued on. And in the back, we have these glued on ear cuffs. So you can cuff it to your ear. You can open it and then like close it. This is actually a really cool mechanism. I like this a lot. So you open it because there's two. I'm assuming you close it and it looks something like this. Actually, it's really nice. And then these down here are just clipped on using a thing. They seem pretty easy to fall off. If you have anything else like that are workable like that, it doesn't seem bad. It's just a little small to the comparison in size, but I don't think anything's wrong with it. And you can see some of like the 3D printing lines on here, but it's not bad where it's like horrible or like it just looks disgusting. And then we have these which go like this. You know, it's a little bit bigger on my head because my head's so small. The clip is glued on in the back. It's 3D printed also, and I don't see anything very much wrong with it. There is just some loose like pieces, like not loose pieces, like loose like string pieces, if you get what I mean. And then there is this little thingy that's really pretty, and it's also, I'm assuming, glued on, but it's really pretty, and I like that they added that. Like it in person, it looks a little bit like where you can see lines and stuff, like especially on the sides, but on camera you can't tell at all. It's like this chrome texture, like not texture but chrome coloring in this camera. You can also see it in person. It looks very nice in the sunlight. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is her claw thingies, little claw hands. I don't know what to call them, but I'm just gonna take one out because I don't want to lose these. It is all 3D printed. You can kind of tell on the 3D texture, but it is velcroed on. I might glue this on with it, like super glue it or something, because Velcro usually it falls off for me and I don't like Velcro as much. But it is pretty nicely colored. I will grab one that's colored. It's kind of sharp, but you can see like the texture lines more than others. But it's not bad. Like on camera you can't tell, but it's not bad where it's like horrible, horrid, I would never wear this. It's really good. It's like good quality where it's not like it's gonna break because it's pretty thick also. I just prefer if it wasn't Velcro and it was something else like elastics or like a ring or something, but I'm assuming that's probably hard to attach. Next thing we have her headpiece and her cuff, which I like the cuffs where it's like floating and stuff, but I don't mind the cuffs where it's like dangling and stuff. Like I don't think it's horrible that it's like dangling. I just hope I didn't break something. Okay, so no, it also came broke. Actually, no, I think it's going to be like that. So it opens here so you can like attach to your hand and stuff. It is kind of bigger on me because my hand's kind of small, my arm's kind of small, not huge. But it is also 3D printed and it is somewhat flexible. Not much, but it is somewhat flexible where if you need it to adjust to your hands, you can. These are all glued in, I'm assuming, but it doesn't look like they'll pop off, and I don't see much like 3D texture as the others, which is nice, and I like it a lot. It also isn't like breakable like the Shalom one. If you want to see the Shalom one, check it out. I'm like trying my hardest not to break this, but at the same time I really just want to get this out. Okay, I'm assuming this is two separate things. So oh yeah, one of them is like in the front or something. I think this might be the one in the front. I kind of forgot about that. But it does kind of feel a little weird. It's kind of like a headband, but one thing, it has clips and it's all white in the back, so I'm assuming they hand painted this, which is really cool. Or they use like a machine. But there is gold clips that are glued on in the back, so if it falls off you can glue it back on. These gems are glued also in, same with this one, but it doesn't seem like it'll break at all except these edge pieces and some pieces that are like hard, like easier to fall off or something. I would just be careful with it because it's still fragile. It's not like saying metal. Like this is the other thing in for the back of her head that goes back here. It does actually fit my head, which is pretty nice. There are clips. One did fall off, which is okay. I can just glue it back on, like I said. It is very much printed nicely. Both of them are very much printed nicely and painted nicely. All of them are like that. These are also glued on. I'm assuming these are hot glued on also because it's very much hot glue strings, I can tell, which is fine. I don't really care much because can't really control what hot glue does very much. It does seem pretty easy to clip on. The clips are very nice, and it's some of it is flimsy and not as thick as others. For example, this top one, which is fine. It's just in the back of her head, so, and it's pretty much kind of like these parts are kind of covered up by hair, so it's okay. I don't care as much. I am gonna hot glue that back on later. Next, we have a few of the last accessories. These are in the front and some are on her back. Okay, first thing I get out is the vision. Okay, this is not a light up vision like others, which is okay. This is just a clip-on, so you kind of clip it onto the thing. This is all 3D printed and painted, and the vision is like a picture and like resin glass thing, but it's like glued on also, and it's clipped, which is nice, and it's not flimsy at all, like where you can break anything. I would say it's fairly nice. But let's move on to the arm cuff. This is the other arm cuff. It kind of seems a little small. Oops. It is all 3D printed also, and hi. Anywho, it's all 3D printed, and this one's kind of harder to move. Not my mom called. Anywho, it can put on. It's just kind of like a little bit hard to do. It is very nicely 3D printed and very nicely painted. It does kind of hurt to put on and off, but it's okay. I will manage. It's not a huge thing. Okay, this is the part where it clips on here. Ow. It's also 3D printed. The green looks pretty much accurate. I wouldn't say you need to paint this or anything, like go over and repaint it. This is also glued on clip in the back. I'm also kind of repeating myself a lot, so I'm kind of trying to hurry up. This is also in the back, to like collar, like thingy hook. Jacket thingy. I don't know. This is also attached nicely. It's attached with like those circle thingies, and I like these like little gem thingies on it a lot. It's low-key really cool. And we have this. I don't know where it goes. We'll find it somewhere. I'll figure it out somewhere. But it's also glued on, and this is 3D printed as well with glued on clips in the back. Now let's move on to the other pieces. Okay, let's move on to the important parts. I'm gonna save the outfit for last if I can. Because I like doing the accessories first and the outfit last. So I'm assuming these are everything else. What the hell? Is this for her foot? Is this for her ankle? Is this for her? Ugh, it smells bad. Anywho, it's okay. It looks actually very nice, but I'm just kind of confused what this is meant for. I'm gonna bring you guys closer. So this is how it looks up close. It is embroidered here. This is like a gold leather, and in the back, like it has embroidered lines all the way to the back. And in the back, this is Velcro. If I can Velcro it, and you can put it around your, I think, calf. I'm pretty sure. It also has another one down here where you also do it again. It's embroidered all the way down to here. In the back, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything like loose stitching or anything. And then it has this where it's connected to, down to this like straight metal piece to here. Maybe this goes on her hand. I low-key have no idea. I will try and figure this out later. And then we have just some normal bra straps that they come with, that they usually give, like always. And then we have her stomach thingy. This goes around. It seems a little bit tight, but obviously it is very big, very, very big. I think I need to steam this because some things like staying up more than others. And then on the sides, you can Velcro it on both sides, which I'm not going to do because I'm not risking that all. In the front, it is very nicely embroidered with nice colored embroidered here, embroidery down all the way here and here. And then it goes embroidery, this like thingy. Embroidery. I like it because it kind of seems like a little bit of like cyberpunk, you know, but also like hieroglyphics of like Egypt and stuff. And it does go around here. I think it might fit. Then we have this. I don't know what it is, so I'm just kind of guessing if I have everything or not. Oh, so I know what this one is. This is her leg band. This is the thing that goes on her thigh, her garter. It low-key looks really cool. This is 3D printed with this on, like hooked on. And it is sewn in the back. Low-key, I don't think this will fall off at all. I'm kind of glad about that. And then this is like a plastic piece. I don't know exactly what to call it. But it low-key looks very nice. And I'm not dissing anything about this. Then in the back it has a little bit of elastic. So if your thigh's bigger, you can, stretch it up to the size. This, I think, goes on one of her arms. I'm pretty sure it's like this. But it doesn't look bad either. It's 3D printed, completely 3D printed. Some sharp edges, and then this is painted. And then has a little bit of a Velcro piece in the back. This either goes on her wrist or her arm. But I don't think this will go, I don't think this will fit on my arm. Next up are the gloves. I'm just going to do one. And up here, it is all Velcro. If you can tell, all Velcro. These are printed on the SR. They are 3D printed and sewn on, but I don't mind that it's printed on because then I don't have to worry about it like falling off eventually or something. And then over here we have this little pleather piece because it's like just a normal fabric with the prints printed on. Also in the back it has this pleather piece with a gem sewn in. I don't see anything wrong with the stitching either. And then up here, it is a nice fabric. It's pretty stretchy, but it is also pleather, I'm pretty sure. And then in the back, it has Velcro in case you can't slide your hand all the way into it and you Velcro it around your arm, which is okay. Okay, next up, we have the dress. It smells kind of yucky. It smells pretty yucky. Also, I forgot to say, it comes with two more actual bra straps. Because there's one thing that goes from here to the other side. But I'm gonna try and do this. This fabric is like that textured white fabric with embroidery in it. And these are printed on with it. Over here, this is like a very big, it's like foam and then leather on top with leather pieces cut out, and then these gems are, I'm pretty sure, glued on, but it's fine. It just kind of stinks. If you can hand wash this, I definitely recommend hand washing this because it stank real bad. And then it has these snaps, which I'm assuming it connects with the collar, so it snaps on. If I can show you, it snaps on. And then all this is a velvet fabric and embroidered in down to here, and then it just kind of stops here, which I'm assuming that's where the waistband thing goes. And then this for around your neck, it kind of seems a little bit big for my neck. It seems a little bit big for my neck, but I can always sew it again to make it look better. And then if you go to the back, there is no zipper in this, so you're gonna kind of have to for yourself. But it does have this sheer fabric, so I do recommend wearing shorts or like skin color tights underneath this, or like a bodice, like a leotard. These are all printed on also. I'm not exactly sure how to explain this, but these are glued on right here, the little gems right here, and I don't see really anything wrong with this. Oh, okay. So this actually right here, this snaps, and you zip it up on the side, and then it has padding for your chest. If you don't know what the thing means, I mean, it's fine. Okay, just give me one sec. This is the front of it. So, if you can't tell, this is a lot. So we're just gonna do little by little. Okay, this is really hard fabric. In the front, this is just thermal fabric with embroidery. You are gonna have to steam this so it like looks so wrinkly and stuff. And then all of this is pleather with printed on. And then in the back it has a zipper, so you can zip it up. It's kind of like Shenhe's. I assume this is very difficult and very annoying because I'm getting annoyed by it. I just keep figuring out new things. I need to stop. These are the shoulder thingies. This is meant to lift up more. It's just very hard fabric and kind kind of hard to mendel. Anywho, this is sewn on. It's that nice like shiny fabric that they have, and then this looks sewn to it, and this part looks glued to it up here. I don't see anything wrong with that though. I don't see anything where it's like it's gonna fall off. If you go in the back, you have this printed on. Like I said before, it's like a foam piece and like leather printed on, but this seems like leather. And then this is printed on, mainly printed on with a little thing so you can clip her vision on, which is very nice. And then in the back there's a button, so if you want to disconnect it, you can disconnect it, so you can like wash it or something individually. I'm pretty sure. Low-key, I think I need to try this on and add all the accessories to this so I can give this a better recommendation. Okay, so this stuff is low-key really hard to put on. Definitely two-person job. Some of this is pretty big on me, but it's okay. I will probably be able to get some of this stuff tailored, which is fine. But let me review this. Overall, I cannot show you the back. If I do show you the back, hold on. Okay, overall, this stuff is very hard to put on by one person. Obviously, some of this stuff, I don't need to zipper this because it has a zipper, so you can zipper this, but I don't personally need to zipper this because it has snaps here, and also this makes it tighter, so I don't exactly need to zipper it. But one thing, these are very flimsy, glue on very much, and they're kind of a little hard to figure out. Some of the stuff is very hard to figure out. But I will probably give a little video on how to put some of the stuff on TikTok if you want to go check that out on my TikTok. But this is pretty big on me. I do not like it. I'm gonna have to get that fixed. This is also pretty big on me. When this was on and I didn't have the strap on, it was all the way down. So I have to have it on really tight, and it creates like a dent in my skin. I'm like, it's okay. It's not like I hadn't had this happen before. Some of the stuff is kind of flimsy and can come off easy. I don't care too much about that as long as it stays on like easier than others. Though I don't mind it as much. I do recommend you can get this cosplay. Just keep in mind, go a little bit smaller than you actually think you are. Like, go one size down than you actually think you are. Because actually some of this comes in pretty big and it hurts. It's a struggle pretty much. And this is also like very much a struggle to find where things go. It's like a puzzle piece, very much so. But if you definitely like Nefer and you want to get a cheaper version than the SR, I definitely do recommend getting this cosplay because it's very intricate details. It has all the details. It has very cute designs, and it's also a cheaper version with 3D printed, which also I think it kind of looks better because I think it's more canon. I'm not like I have canon in mind, but I think it's more canon because they do live in Nokrai, and Nokrai isn't very much of metal stuff besides Nefer. But if you like this video, like and subscribe. 5 stars.